Hello Divination and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to download and install our free blog post template for Divi's Realtor layout pack. This is the final result we're aiming to achieve. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. All right, so the first thing you need to do is to head over to this blog post, which I'll link to in the show notes below. So once you get here, what you need to do is to click here on Get It for Free Today, add your email address, click on Download, and then download the files. So you can see here they've downloaded on the bottom of my screen. The next step now is to unzip this file. So I'm just going to navigate to the Finder, and I have it here on my desktop. So I'm going to unzip this file. So I'm going to double click on it, and here we go. So we have this folder here. So I'm going to double click again. So this is the file we're going to need to use in a moment. So what we need to do next is to go to our website. So right now I'm in my WordPress admin dashboard. So I just need to now go to Divi all the way down here at the bottom, click on Theme Builder. So what we need to do next is to install our template. So I'm going to click here on Portability, click on Import, making sure these two items are checked. Now I need to find my file, which I just downloaded, and here it is. And all I have to do now is to drag it into position. So I'm just going to drag it over here and click on Import Divi Theme Builder Templates. So this now is going to import our template, and here it is. So you can see that this template is going to apply to all my blog posts. But before I save, I'd like to show you quickly what our template looks like so far, so you can see the difference between the default template and what we have when we install this template. All right, so I'm just going to click on View. So this is what the template looks like. So this is out of the box when you install Divi. So as you can see, there's no styling to this. So now when I go back and save all the changes, now when I go back and refresh, I want you to see what happens now. There we go. So you can see we have a totally different design, and this is a beautiful design which has a lot of styling to it. So now let me show you how you can go in and customize this if you do need to go in and make further customizations. So what you need to do is to go to edit the custom body of your template. So let's say you have different colors that you need to apply to this template to match the rest of your website. This is where you need to come over here now and go into each and every element and make those changes. So I'm going to start here with the section settings. So now that I'm in my section settings, I'm going to click here on the background. So this is the main background color that you see here. So if you do that, this updates your background color. And we also have an image here. So that's the image you're seeing here in the background. So what you may want to do as well is to change this image. So let me just delete this so you can see what's going on. So if I delete this, now my color really shows, you know, that red that we chose here. So now that's showing through. But if we add our image, let's put this image back. So you can see now that it's showing here in the background. Okay, so that's where you need to change the background color and the image as well. So I'm going to close out of here. Next, let's take a look at what is happening here on the top. So let's start here with the text modules. So I'm going to click here, and this now is dynamic text, and this is specifically counting our comment count. So what you can do here is to go to design, and you can go and customize this text by changing your font over here. So let's say you go with Montserrat. So you can see here it's just updated, and you can also increase the size. So if you want this bigger, you can play around with the sizes over here. I'm going to close out of here. Now these other two can also be customized the same way. Next, I'm going to go into my row settings. So in the row settings here, if we go to the background, you can see this is our main color, and I can just change it by just adding my color like that. So this is where you want to add your color that matches your design. Okay, so I'm going to close out of here. Next, let's take a look at this area here of our site. And if we go here, we can see this is what's going to show our categories. So to change this, you want to click on this gear icon, and this opens again the text settings. So to make customizations to this, if you click here, you'll notice that we have our separator here and we also have our category type. Next, if you want to customize the actual text, you want to click here on this paintbrush icon, and this is going to take you directly to your items where you can make changes to. So here you can see I've changed that to Montserrat, and our text color, you can change it over here. So if you're happy with the changes, and you can also increase the size or decrease it here like that. So I'm just going to save this. Moving on, we also have this dynamic text. Now this is our post or archive title. You can also go into design here, click on this paintbrush tool, and this again is where we can make our changes. So you can make it bold, you can make it regular. It's pretty much up to you how you want to have this. In fact, you can also change the font over here. Okay. Next, we are going to take a look at this image. So this image here, it may look like it's a plain image, but this is also dynamic. This is what is pulling our featured image. So you can see here, whatever image you have as your featured image is what's going to show over here. Okay, so this is already set up by default. So I'm going to close out of here. Now, moving on, we have our post content area. Now, the post content area is this area right here. So you can see we haven't chosen our font yet. So what we can do is click this gear icon to go into our post settings, and I can start with the paragraph. So let's say you want to choose a different font. Let's go with Montserrat and increase the size a little bit. So let's go with about 15. You can also change our headings here, maybe perhaps to bold. Do that for heading 2 as well. So this is how you update this. Now, once this is updated and saved, if I come back over here and refresh this, you're going to notice that this paragraph text would have changed. And there we go. You can see now that has changed. Now, when you scroll further down, we also have this comments area, and that can be customized by scrolling further down. And this is where you can go and change your colors. So let's start here with our section settings. So if I click on background, this is the color that you see here. So if you want to go extreme, you can change your colors right here, but we're not going to do that. Okay. And over here as well, the comments module can be adjusted by clicking here. And this is the comment settings. So you can go one by one into all these areas here, adjust all your fonts. So let's change this to Montserrat so we can match what we had earlier on. And let's set this to 15. So we can do this pretty much throughout all of this. Okay. So once you're happy with all your designs, you can just go ahead and save, and all your changes now will be applied to your template. So now back over here, when I refresh, notice what happens to the comments. So you can see here the comments area has been updated. And this is how our design looks like. Now remember, this is going to be applied to all the blog posts on your website. And this applies to the current blog post, and also any future blog posts that you create are going to have this similar design, because we're doing all this in our theme builder. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and do follow us on our social media platforms. By doing so, you'll be notified every time we release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.